Hi everyone, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do our next week in the hashtag color combo 2023, and the colors for today are violet and cornflower blue. So for those of you that are new, I'll quickly rehash. Color Combo 2023 is just a challenge to kind of explore different color combinations, get rid of stash, and kind of make yourself step out of the box a little bit from colors that you may always grab when you're making a journal, and try to expand the colors that you use. I know before I started this challenge, even though I love a whole bunch of different colors, most colors mainly, or colors that I can deal with, I caught myself always grabbing the same couple of colors whenever I did a journal. And so I started this little journal on my own before I came up with the color combo challenge to kind of work on expanding my color choices and kind of visiting different color combinations and how they work together to give myself inspiration for future journals. So then I decided that I would invite you guys along, and maybe you would find it as useful as I have. And I can really tell a difference when I'm working on my journals. I don't necessarily have to pick those same few colors or neutrals, which all of us use a lot of. I can now look at it and, pick some different colors to use. So it has suited its purpose as far as I'm concerned, and I hope those of you that are participating have found that it's kind of expanded your choices as well. If you are participating and you post to social media, you can use the hashtag color combo 2023, and that will allow other people to search for your artwork to see what you have done in the challenge. There is no rule per se other than just try to use the color combo or as close to what you have. I don't want anybody going out and buying anything for this. I want you to use what you have available to you. So if you have something that's close but not exact, use that. I mean, it doesn't have to be, spot on. The idea, like I said, is just to use up your stash and kind of exercise your mind in a way that maybe you weren't before. So, with that being said, we'll get started. I'm going to lay my background down first. And this is just a piece of scrapbook paper that I had that I, feel like is kind of that cornflower blue color. If you look at cornflowers, they actually are several different colors. There's a lighter color, and there's also a kind of purplish blue color. And so with this, I have several different shades that I think kind of represent what I'm going for. And we're just going to put it together and see. You can see I've used it to stamp off on because it's just a scrap piece. And we're going to just kind of put this together and see what we come up with. I've got my book kind of propped up and kind of clipped because it's getting full and it kind of needs some extra help so that it will slide, sort of lay flat so I can work in it. So I'm just going to put this piece and I'm going to go right down into the crease. Just like that. And then the next thing I'm going to use is this little partial doily that's been tea dyed. And this is just another, you know, to kind of add a little bit of texture on there. And to kind of break up that blue just a tad. And I'm going to use art for that and just kind of go around the edges. Not worried about it being totally glued down, because there's going to be stuff on top of it that I think will hold it just fine. Kind of wipe that glue off a little bit with my wet wipe. Okay, now my focal points are kind of inspired by Barbara at 49 Dragonflies this week. I watched her little video the other day about, I think it was in her Sunday, her little journal snacks videos that she does on Sunday, where she took a picture of her mom and made her a new dress. Well, I wanted to try that, so I took these little Tim Holtz paper dolls, which normally are together in a pair like that, and I cut them apart, and I made their little dresses. I just took tracing paper. This is where I kind of tested this one. I just took tracing paper and traced around her dress, and then I took the pattern and traced it around the paper, and then I cut it out and glued it on. But I wanted to cut them apart so that I could put one on each seam, on each side of the seam of my journal here. And I'm going to use art glitter glue. Oh, actually, I don't want to put this down yet, because I've got some stuff that I want to go behind there. So let me wipe that off real quick. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. So I used the blue on her dress, and so I'm going to put purple behind her, or the violet, whatever you want to call it. Do I want it this way? I think I want it this way. So I'm going to put that piece there. And then I have used the purple or violet on her. And so I want to put this piece here. And this is an actual ticket to the top of the Empire State Building. from, oh, I might want that side. I don't know what the year was, but it's pretty old because it was $1.38. So I'm going to put it this way, I think. So that's going to go behind her, and that's going to go behind her. So let's do that first. So if I put her about right there, I want the ticket about right there. Okay. And that will have our purple lady on there. This one's going to be pretty simple this week, guys, because I don't hardly have any purple in my stash. It's not a color I use a whole lot. So I may struggle to get through the rest of these couple of weeks. Unless I find something that I forgot I had, which is very possible. Which is another good thing I think about this. I said this last week, I think. When you're going through your stash to find stuff to use for these color challenges, you find stuff you forgot you had, which is great because then you know you're using things that you would have probably not used for quite a while because you forgot you had it. Okay, so that one needs to go about right there. I'm kind of being very symmetrical this week too. I try not to get in the habit of doing that as well, even though it's more pleasing to my eye. I try to not always be so symmetrical, but that's where my mind takes me most of the time. Hold that down for a second. Okay, and then I have this blue flower that I'm going to use on this side. I'm going to ink it up. Do I want to use this? I also have this washi with a blue and a purple. Might want to use that instead. See, I would want the purple over here, I think. and the blue over here. Hold this down. Hold this down just for another second or two. I think I'll put that one there. And that one there. Get a little scraper thing. Whoops. If you kind of rub that down a little bit, it kind of makes the background fade a little more. And then I'll maybe ink it up a little bit. Alright, and then I have a dragonfly, since this was inspired by Barbara, that I'm gonna put on here. Just ink up this little white, the little white edges a little bit. I dab my glue up a little. Okay. Do a little bit of inking so that doesn't seem so white. I might put, do I need something on that center? Need some stamping, I feel like. This is antique linen that I'm putting a little bit on here. I don't like that edge is so straight. See if I can get this off and kind of tear it a little differently. better. See if we can do the other one the same way. I can get it off. Now, obviously, if you're somebody who glues your washi, that would not work as well. Trying to get that off, I'm sure. But usually, if it's something just for me, I don't worry about gluing it too much. Okay, now let's do a little bit of stamping. Let's see what I have over here. Maybe some spatters. Oops, I got it on her arm. Didn't mean to do that, but it came off. I don't know if I can get any in between there or not. You notice that doily I left kind of not glued down because, sorry if I'm all in your face with this. I didn't want it to rip in that center, so I think, you know, leaving it a little loose probably will help that some. Okay, maybe do this. Maybe down there. Do I want black? Yeah, I think I do. Maybe a second impression. Let's see what the first one looks like. Yeah, let's do a second. Yeah, that's good. Again, I'm going to do a second. Sorry, I'm thinking. I think I'm pretty happy with that. The only thing that I may want to do is add another flower, just so I have 3. What did I do with that? And I think there's another. Let's do this one. Get that off my fingers so I can actually do something there. Still how square that is. Where is here we go. Put I think I'm going to put some book page there to kind of make that look a little less the edge a little less prominent there. Step it back one level. Do the same thing here, but the other way. Oops, slicker. It's slickery. And then because I need one more, I'll put it right there. Okay, I believe that's got it, folks. So we have cornflower blue and violet. And that is my collage for this week. So thanks, Barbara, if you're watching, for the dress idea. That was a lot of fun. I couldn't go super wild with this one because I had to, you know, fit within the color combination, but I'm looking forward to doing some more real soon. The bigger, you know, more portrait style shots. So that was a lot of fun. Next week's colors are lavender and apple green. So, I will be collecting stuff for that as I come across it this weekend. And I hope you guys are enjoying this challenge. And if you are, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. If you have any suggestions for future projects or videos that you would like to see, let me know that as well. And I will see you guys back on Friday. Until then, everybody have a great evening. Bye.